Today we're looking at the life and career of the world's first and longest reigning women's chess champion, Vera Menchik. She was born in Moscow, Russia in 1906 to a Czech father and English mother, and throughout her chess career, she would represent all three countries at different points. Vera's father would be the one to set her on her lifelong chess journey when he taught her the game at the age of 9. She led a comfortable life early on. Her family was well off, owned a mill, and she attended an all-girls private school. But at the age of 11, her world would be turned upside down as the Russian Revolution began. The new government would seize their apartment and mill. Vera would be forced to switch schools, and the constant threat of government violence hung over the heads of just about everybody. Seeking a better life for their children, her parents immigrated the family to Hastings, England in 1921. The teenage Vera struggled to learn English and was very shy. Despite these barriers, the game her father taught her years earlier would prove to be a conduit for the young woman to come out of her shell. As fate would have it, Hastings was home to a prominent chess club that hosted international tournaments every year. She joined the club in 1923 and soon caught the attention of one of the top players of the day, Hungarian Geza Marazzi. Seeing great potential in Vera, Marazzi took her under his wing and helped her to form a patient style of play like his own. A female player having formal, systematic training was practically unheard of at the time and helped to set Vera apart from her contemporaries. In 1925, she proved herself the best female player in London when she defeated the British women's champion Edith Charlotte Price twice. But she'd have a chance to capture an even greater claim to fame in 1927, when London hosted the first ever Women's World Championship. 12 women from 8 different countries would go head-to-head in a round-robin tournament. Of her 11 games, she won 10 and tied 1. For some, the idea of being the inaugural women's world chess champion might be enough, but not Vera. Having proven she was the most skilled player among the women of her day, she soon set out to test herself against highly rated male competitors. Her first chance to formally do this was in 1929. At the age of 23, she entered a tournament in Ramsgate and didn't lose a single game. She defeated the City of London champion Sir George Thomas, tied for second place with Akiba Rubinstein, who is widely considered one of the strongest players to never win the World Championship. And she even outscored her teacher, Geza Marazzi. In the years to come, she'd defeat many male players, and they'd become members of what is affectionately called the Vera Menchik Club. Some of the most notable players we know held this distinction were future world chess champion Max Erba and future US champion Samuel Reshevsky. In the mid-1930s, Menchik would find her true rival in the globe-trotting German by the name of Sonia Graf. She had an air of confidence and also made a name for herself by competing against men. The two would famously face off for the women's championship in 2 one-on-one matches they both organized themselves. The first took place in 1934, and Graf proved a worthy rival, defeating Menchik in the first game, but Vera pulled it together and swept her for the next 3 games, securing her a solid victory in their match. Their 1937 rematch would go much longer than just 4 games, but Vera still won convincingly with a final score of 11.5 to 4.5. With Graf defeated twice, it posed the question, who could dethrone the women's world champ? Sadly, that question will forever go unanswered, as Menchik's life was cut tragically short when she, her sister, and their mother were killed in a Nazi bombing raid at their South London home in June of 1944. Vera Menchik's 17-year-long Women's World Championship reign has never been surpassed. She was unquestionably the most powerful woman to play the game in her era, and her desire to challenge every strong player she could, regardless of gender, has cemented her legacy as a true trailblazer in the world of chess.